Donald Trump just had a psychotic meltdown during a national address. What the purpose of this national address was, other than to demonstrate Donald Trump's cognitive impairments, is unclear, but this was an unmitigated disaster, folks. You even have Governor Pritzker responding to a MeidasTouch post where we said, this is some weird shit right here. And Governor Pritzker saying, yeah, I second that right here. You have California Governor Gavin Newsom also saying that there is something wrong with this guy right now. If you look at what is trending on social media, it says presidential address, Adderall address to nation. If the purpose of this was to show that Donald Trump is cognitively addled, well, you hit the jackpot there, Donald. So Donald Trump starts off with the trademark Trump glitch. Here, play this clip.
That extra really just took the wealth from people.
And then he begins by saying, good evening, America. We've inherited a mess. You actually inherited an economy that was the envy of the world, and you drove it into the ground. Let's play this clip.
Good evening, America. 11 months ago, I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it. When I took office, inflation was the worst in 48 years. And some would say in the history of our country.
Just a reminder, everybody, make sure you hit subscribe and help us get to 6 million subscribers. As you know, we're under attack by this Trump regime, so please hit subscribe. Then Donald Trump says, the biggest issue confronting this country right now is that there was transgender for everybody under former President Biden. And, you had different people playing sports, and you had transgender for everybody and men playing women's sports. This is what the American people are focused on. Here, play this clip.
This is what the Biden administration allowed to happen to our country, and it can never be allowed to happen again. We had men playing in women's sports, transgender for everybody, crime at record levels with law enforcement, and words such as that just absolutely forbidden.
And then Donald Trump goes on to say that our country was being laughed at and we're not being laughed at anymore. No, actually, people are horrified. Our enemies are laughing. What the hell are you even talking about here? Play this clip.
We had the worst trade deals ever made, and our country was laughed at from all over the world. But they're not laughing anymore.
Then Donald Trump says that there is no affordability crisis, and he says he is bringing down the prices and that it's so good right now, so good. Here, play this clip.
Driving up prices and everything at levels never seen before. I am bringing those high prices down and bringing them down very fast. Let's look at
And he goes, we're making so much progress, nobody could believe what's going on. Here, play this clip.
Not done yet, but boy, are we making progress. Nobody can believe what's going on.
Next, Donald Trump says that his favorite word is tariffs, as the American people recognize that inflation is surging because of tariffs. Here is what he says. Let's play this clip.
Much of this success has been accomplished by tariffs. My favorite word, tariffs, which for many decades have been used successfully by other countries against us.
Next, he makes this bizarre announcement that he talks about a special warrior dividend before Christmas. And he goes, we're sending every soldier $1,776. I don't know. Why don't you just make prices more affordable? Stop ripping away people's health care from them. How about we do that? Here, play this clip right here.
Because of tariffs, along with the just passed One Big Beautiful Bill, tonight I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call warrior dividend before Christmas, a warrior dividend in honor of our nation's founding in 1776. We are sending every soldier $1,776. Think of that. And the checks are already on the way.
He then goes on with his lie about slashing drug prices. I've reduced prices 600%, 700%. That's not the way. You can't decrease things by that amount of percentage. Here, play this clip.
What a difference a year makes. In addition, I'm doing what no politician of either party has ever done, standing up to the special interest to dramatically reduce the price of prescription drugs. I negotiated directly with the drug companies and foreign nations, which were taking advantage of our country for many decades, to slash prices on drugs and pharmaceuticals by as much as 400, 500, and even 600%.
Then Donald Trump thinks the American people are stupid, and he goes, it's the Democrats who are demanding steep increases in insurance premiums. And you see that now. They're the ones doing it. You know we're not stupid, Donald. Like, you know we realize, right, that it's because you and the MAGAs are refusing to extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies. I mean, this guy's a fraud about everything. Here, play this clip.
And you see that now in the steep increase in premiums being demanded by the Democrats, and they are demanding those increases, and it's their fault. It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault.
And then Donald Trump says, in the new year or 2 weeks from now, I'll announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in history. Just you wait, folks. It's right around the corner. It's right around the corner, everybody. Here, play this clip.
You will see this in the new year. I will announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in American history. A major factor in driving up.
Then Donald Trump lies and says that when he took office, the only jobs that were being created were foreigners. He says the foreigners were the only jobs being created. Here, play this clip.
In the year before my election, all net creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants. Since I took office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens, 100%. In the end, government either serves the productive, patriotic, hardworking American citizen, or it serves those who break the laws, cheat the system, and seek power and profit at the expense of our nation.
Governor Newsom writes, this could have been an email. And then Governor Newsom writes, all those words when he could have just said, F your health care and your grocery bills. Get a third job, peasant. Governor Newsom writes, many are saying that was a better speech than the Gettysburg Address. Jeez, what is it that we just watched right there? By the way, I'll just share this with you as well. You have, let's just go with this right here. You have on the fact check taking place right now on CNN, where they go, he's underwater in everything. The unemployment rate is increasing, and that it is all one big fugazi. Here, play this clip.
He also spoke about jobs, right? Well, you know, John King was talking about the unemployment rate. Look, in January, it was 4.0%. By May, 4.2%. Now the latest reading that was out earlier this week, 4.6%. The highest unemployment rate since 2021. Now, these are the measures of the economy, right? But how do Americans actually feel about it? And all I can say is they feel awfully about it, because take a look here. Percentage who say that we're on the right track when it comes to inflation. Just 20%, just 20% of Americans say we're on the right track. The vast majority of Americans think we're on the wrong track when it comes to inflation. What about jobs? Just 27% of Americans think we're on the right track when it comes to jobs in this country. So we're talking about under 30% on two key economic metrics. And then I'll leave you with this, Caitlin Collins, and that is Donald Trump's economic net approval rating. It is just flat out awful, and it has declined precipitously since the beginning of his second term in office. Look at this. Trump's net approval rating on the economy. In January, he was in positive territory at plus 6%. Way down he goes. Now, according to the latest Reuters Ipsos poll, he is 25 points underwater. Donald Trump was elected to fix the economy. It was a strength for him during his first term, but at this point, it is an anchor on him, and that is why we're seeing poll after poll after poll showing him with a net negative approval rating, and in some polls, the worst approval rating he has had in his entire second term.
And as Ron Filipkowski, our editor-in-chief, says, so this big primetime address to the nation is just him struggling to read a psychotic script full of lies written by Stephen Miller about how great he is. Really weird stuff. Very strange stuff. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Help us get to 6 million subscribers. And thank you so much for watching.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.